Hello guys! Today I wanted to talk about something a bit different, right? I want to do it during the game so that you have something to watch in the back, but this video is mostly, gonna be talking about the feel, right? Which is something that they still haven't changed and I have a huge problem with. Especially like in Master 600. It's not even that high in my opinion, I'll be honest. Like it's not like near, it's near to GM, so near to Grandmasters. But the main problem is that, I'm always getting filled. And like, I don't know about you, but I really hate playing League when I am filled. Like, just an example, right? Let's suppose I really love to play DC. And like, you go to play DC and you're happy. You're like, okay, I'm queuing for my role and I really love to play it. And then you just take 3 games in a row where you're off roll. And you're also playing against people that are good, right? And you're like, why would I have to do that, right? It's so bad. And I would rather have like a huge queue, like that's my opinion. I would really love to have a huge queue, so that even if like it takes way more time for me, and I understand that time is quite important, but at the same time I'd prefer having my role and playing something that I like. Maybe, you can just play another minigame in the meanwhile. There's just so much stuff that you can do in the meanwhile, and honestly, I'd rather play like 1 game in 3 hours rather than 3 bad games in 3 hours, right? Just because I'm not playing my role. And so that is the topic of like today, and what I wanted mostly to talk about, because I also want to know your opinion, guys, on that. Like, what is your experience with the feel? How do you feel about it? I personally never understood it. Like even the second role selection, it's not like not everyone, especially the people who are climbing high, really care about like playing 2 roles, right? It's not really that important. So it's quite scary, and at the same time, it's not really something that I talk about usually. But again, it kind of happened my first time when I had to play 6 games in a row filled. So I got filled like 3 times to support, 1 game top lane, and then I finally managed to get ADC, which was insanely wild. And it's not like there are many people, so we just wait for his Q now. Okay, he has no Q, so that's a decent trade. Could do a bit better, but that's alright. As we have Nami, we can do this. And yeah, like this, this trading stuff and all of that, it's not really easy. Like, it's not really easy to talk about such stuff. What the fuck is this guy doing? And yeah, I got a flash dead, but that's not bad. Okay, that's bad. Okay, he died. Alright, so yeah, what I was saying is that, yeah, the feel is just insanely shit, right? And maybe you win 1 game and you're like on your roll, and you're like, okay, I won, I took my role and I play my role, and maybe you lose, and you're like, okay, I lost the game, but at least I played what I wanted, right? The problem for me is when I play a role that I don't want, and I'm also losing to it. Like, I'm losing because maybe I'm not interested in playing it, right? And so I'm not tryharding as much as I would with when I'm like playing ADC, which in my opinion it makes sense, right? It's just way easier for me to tryhard when I know my role, and I know that even if I am behind, I can like come back in certain situations. But like if I'm playing topside against like some really good player, and I am bad, and I don't also want to be there, right? It's not the same thing. It would also be funny if I am bad, but I really care about the role. The problem is, you kind of get bored after playing something that you don't like 3-4 times, right? Because I'm really fine with the feel in reality. Like, I will be fine if the feel will be like, okay, you get filled once, and then you can play something else, right? Like, and then you can play back to your role. That's what I will be happy with. But the problem is, the second role, so, you put maybe ADC and then top lane, the second role is not counted as fill. So you can go topside 4 times in a row, and that is a role that you decided, so it's not called as fill, which I don't really agree with. Because in the first place, I don't want to play 2 roles, right? Now, I think playing in a Gilo means that you also want to have a really good like idea of all the roles as well. But that's not what I'm trying to explain. What I'm trying to explain is, if I get filled like on my second role, so top lane, once, the next game I have to be ADC. There's nothing around it. Like, it has to be like that. But yeah, again, I don't know, you guys, if you have the same problems of me, because of course I am playing like a Master 600. It's not like, it's not really high, but at the same time, many people are, you know, they are silver, gold, and whatever. But I also want to hear what other people say. Maybe you don't have this problem as much. I remember that when I played in gold, and I was, you know, playing in gold back in the time, like in Season 7, I never had field problems. First of all, there wasn't a second role selection. And so that made for sure the fact that you will get filled anyways. Like, if you get filled, okay. There's no auto-fill protection, and that's fine. But, like, the auto-fill roll was not... Like, you weren't getting outfilled as much. And at the same time, you could also ask for the roll. And people were kinda, you know... They were not happy to give you the roll, but you could argue with them. And they could decide whether or not to give you the roll. And they were pretty happy about it, in my opinion. Now, it's just so hard to give me the roll. Like, I ask for ADC... And people don't even reply, you know? Like, I think that's the worst thing ever. Like, you ask, can I play ADC? And literally the chat is fucking black. Like, they don't even... It's like they don't even see that you wrote it in the lobby. Which is insane. So, you know, I would also be fine if people said no. Okay, no. Maybe you're like, okay, shit, like, you know, I understand it. I would also say no if I had my role. But, you know, they don't even write anything. And then they just straight up play something, and you're like, oh my fuck, come on, man. I just wanted to play my role. That's wild. Yeah, Xin is topside. That was a bit tumble. Oh, what? This guy should die. But I think we just go for Drake. If Xin flashes, I think we win it anyways, so... I'm not sure why Talia didn't ult in this position, but... Okay, can I dodge that? He flashed. That's huge. Oof. I didn't have E. Alright, he exploded. And that's what I just want to talk about. So, you know, all these problems that I feel like, you know, when you get filled on a secondary role, it should be counted as fill, you know? That's just as easy as that. And then I get the auto-fill protection, and maybe the game takes a bit more to actually get founded. But, you know, I did probably 400 games this season. They aren't, I mean, they are kinda even. They aren't much, they aren't enough. They are decent. And in 400 games, I literally just had, I think, around 100 games as support, which is almost, you know, one out of 4 games, I just get field support. And the main problem is not like the 1 out of 4, because 1 out of 4 seems reasonable, but the problem is how many times you do get it right away. You know, it's never like you play 1 game support and then 3 ADC. You play 4 games support, then maybe you play 4 games ADC. But again, the problem is always there, because you play 4 games as support, you don't want to play them, you lose 4 games as support, then you play ADC, you win 4 games as ADC, and you're like stuck in this kind of limbo where you always play the same stuff. But yeah, the truth is, not all people like to play every role, right? And I think you will feel the same as me. But you usually don't expect like this to happen that much. Like, I remember back in the time when I was like GM, Challenger, a bit higher, let's say, like at least 300 LP more. You know, the feel was kinda consistent, but it makes sense. In GM and Challenger there are around 1k players, and it mostly depends on when you play. So the hour in which you play your games, it's quite important. Like, if you play at 4 AM, it makes sense that 1k people are not online, right? There will be maybe 200 or maybe 100 out of 1k, and so the lobbies are basically, you know, 10 maybe. And if 10 people are already playing games, you know, like there are already 10 instances of games being played, you actually have to wait till maybe one ends, or you have to play with lower elo people, which actually makes sense. I'm not blaming that, and maybe you get filled, alright, that's fine. The problem is when you get filled, you know, oh fuck, you get filled and it's literally 4 PM, maybe 6 PM, right? And that's not bad. I mean, you know. So this guy flashed, which is not bad. Okay, we got a huge Q here, which is 260 damage, that's nice. So we have perfect farm as Vayne. This guy has no E, he dies, wow. I have an account, right? And this account is the one where I play ADC. I don't want to play anything else, right? So I want to play ADC. Make me so that this account, it's the one where I can play only the role that I like. And then, if I want to like learn support, I will make either another account, or again, like different queue is something that they talked about. I don't really enjoy that. You could make a different account and I will be happy with that. The problem is people tend to smurf and then play the same account all over again. And so, you know, that's why League becomes a bit obnoxious for low elo players. You meet people that like reach a challenger and then they want to learn another role. And they kinda just destroy everyone. So... Okay. I just wanted to eat the guy so that, you know, we had more space to kill this one. Okay, Noxin is a bit obnoxious to play against. Especially with Vayne, because you have to go melee to him. But it's not easy, so... I'm gonna take this one, let's commit. Oh, but never mind, this guy's fighting here. He is really fine. Oh my god, this guy just flashes on me. Okay, right, he flashed. I knew that, and I was ready, so that's fine as long as we know that. I had to trade my flash. This is not the best thing ever. But we just have to say that Syndra got a really good split and they didn't manage to get the Herald yet. Oh! That's a huge flash. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was unlucky. Holy shit. How much damage? I think a crit or something like that, but this guy just exploded, man. That's good. She actually kited me really well, but you see, Nami just makes it so fucking unfair. Because you have so much movement speed as Vayne, both with the passive, you know, you gain movement speed towards enemies. And then you also have the Nami and the Janna. You know, that's why those champs, they just synergize really well. I'm really scared about where the fuck enemy team is. So, there we are. Okay, there's the Galio ults. I'm gonna force here, by the way. I kinda walked up because there was no vision, but... Okay, the guy just worked out. Let's go Drake, I guess. Okay, this guy just flashed. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just flashed really badly. Oh my god, the flash, man. What the fuck was that? That flash was so bad. I almost threw the game here. Oh my god, why? Oh, please, man. I just threw the game, guys. That's so fucking unlucky. Oh my god, I'm so fucking dead. Wow, they had so much vision here. That's insane. Ow, ow, ouch. They had literally the perfect flank here and we had no vision. Yeah, the problem still remains the same. I think we have no vision in this game. Like, that's insane. Of course, we don't expect Vladimir to play this game. He is so much behind. And he shouldn't join those fights. It's not his fault. It's just that I feel like we do really need a lot of vision. Like, if you check all our fights, it's literally dark. And it's insane. I don't know if it's like Nami's fault or anything, but we don't have any wards, so... I do really need to start getting vision down. Because this is literally ruining our game. With a comp like that, you see like I had the Galio on the flank. I could never understand that. I probably had to drop everything. Here we lost the two most important objectives of the game. So yeah, I'm just gonna go here, take some Raptors. They're just gonna split here. But you see like again, the vision of our side is just so bad. They can just pick us off. This guy is 100% getting shadowed by someone here. So I'm not sure I can take this fight. Even if I farce it, I can check if there's someone, but... Okay. I got stunned, but, you know, that's fine. It's a good pick. Like, Vi has a good eye in like, with picks and such. So I'm pretty happy that we're playing with this guy. He's playing really well. Oh, please, don't die, tower. He actually dies. That's insane. Now we have this control ward here, so I can rotate safely. That's what I wanted to aim for. But again, we're waiting for Vlad to get like something like level 16 to make those fights decent at least. I have to force it here, so that's... we take a bit more time. Okay. That's sad because I didn't expect them to fight here. I mean, yeah, we had them an advantage. But it felt a bit forced. Because I want Vladimir to scale a bit more here. Holy shit. You see what I mean with Vladimir scaling? That's fucking insane. That champion, if played by a good player, it's just like that. There's nothing to do. Okay. He forced a lot. Come on, man. This ult is literally infinite. Okay. He has ults. Holy shit, that was close. But this basically won us the game, I guess. Those fights are, I need to concentrate a lot because they are really important. But Vi is making such an insane game. Holy fucking shit! All those openings, it's literally only air. Oh no, he actually missed that. Wow, that was so sad, man. We are so off tempo to each other. It was like Vi did the right play here, but it was just so sad because we got picked like here and there again. The Vlad just died there. But we can play the Nash here maybe, so it's not even that bad. The problem is I used all my sums to play this fight, and I don't think they did. Which is probably gonna come down to this fight, and not having sums in this fight is gonna be crucial, I guess. Yeah, the problem is, even if with a grid build, like even if you play on it honestly, you don't deal damage to like those two guys. It's so fucking hard to deal damage to those guys, even because again, Xena's ultimate and it's so rough to deal damage with Vayne. You literally have to go melee to him, which is not what you want. But at the same time, you either deal damage to him or you don't. The combination with Talia is even worse, because you have to literally face check Talia and Xin. It's not an easy game for Vayne, even if I got fed. And so sometimes it happens, but let's see if we can manage to win it. It's gonna come down to one fight, and that fight is probably gonna decide everything, so. Oh man, what the fuck. Okay, we killed one, but that's not enough. Vi just explodes so fucking fast in this fight, and she's our only frontline. That is making it really hard to play the game. Well, instead they have like triple frontline with two carries, right? It's just way easier to play if we can't dive on their backline. And even here, like I kinda played it the best way I could, I have to be honest. I forced a lot of shit, but Syndra and Nami don't really have like the way of playing in this game. They aren't really able to deal as much as we could. Just because of like draft, it's not that they are playing bad, it just feels hard for them. Yeah, this guy got picked again, but I can't really decide that. And so yeah, now we are 4 versus 4. Careful. Oh man, got hit by that, that's unlucky. Okay, we got exposed. Okay. We got something here. It's a something, you know, like when they have Nash and all this stuff. This pick is not that bad, I'll be honest. Oh, yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I think this game is over, honestly. It's gonna be funny to see how I can play this. Yeah, GG. Alright, I tried, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's more about talking about that. It was kind of an unlucky game. They had basically everyone which was better than our, our team. And mostly about draft, honestly, it's not about my team. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Have a nice day.